Moti.
Source of influencers.
I'm Quincy Winklaar, IFBB pro bodybuilder, little brother of Roelie Winklaar, known on Instagram as Quincy Winklaar. So that's basically me. Yeah, man.
So how did you get started with bodybuilding?
It started a long time ago, man. It started about like 2002. You know, we started working out. I was playing soccer, and just went to the gym to, get stronger and everything. I wanted to join the army too, so I started working out, to get stronger because the army it requires like a lot of physical strength, So I was just working on that and I fell in love with it when my body started developing, man. When I started liking what I see in the mirror, it was a done deal. Yeah, man.
And was there any motivation of a bodybuilder, or how did you get motivated?
Yeah, well, I used to like bodybuilding a lot since a little young kid because my father used to work out, and did a small show, But as a little child, it's like big. So he had all the magazines too. So I was watching all the magazines, with all the old school guys in it, Arnold, Lee Haney, and it's like as a little child, I just was admiring the muscle man, and wish I could be something like that one day. So it basically started way, 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 way before I started training, but it was always in my mind, like something I liked and admired, as like a superhero kind of feeling, Those guys are like, they're like only a few people that look like that, and the only sport that you don't have to say what kind of sport you do. Everybody sees me, hey, you're a bodybuilder. That's it, man. Yeah.
So the army, did it help you as a bodybuilder, or did it work against you as a bodybuilder?
No, I think the army helped me 100%. It holds me back of being to focus 100% on my work, on training, because you have your army workouts. You have to run like 5K in the morning and 5K the other day, 10K, 15K, but it's like everything. So the balance between training and cardio and it was a different package, like an athletic kind of body that you create then. And then after that I started getting into nutrition too, getting into nutrition on a strict diet. That's after I saw actually went to look at the first show that my brother did. I went to look at it and really got a feeling of what goes into it, And like the next show right after is the show that I started competing. So it's like 3 months in between, like in between the first show that I saw and the show that I competed.
What was the first show that your
My
brother
first
did?
show was in Delfzijl.
That was your first show.
Yeah, Amon's Cup. But that was I did that show twice. So the first one I competed in juniors, and
What year was that?
2004, I think. 2004, yeah, 2004 for sure. Yeah, 2004, March 2004. Yeah, man.
So Roly and you both competed in 2004?
Roelie and me both. Roelie didn't compete in 2004, but he competed November 2003 at a natural bodybuilding competition in Beverwijk. So that was like a few months before. He set out thing, and he did Delfzijl the year after we did together. Yeah. Well, you were there too.
No. It's like yesterday.
It's like yesterday, man. Time flies. Time flies,
Time
man.
flies.
Time flies. But hey, We all won our category, right?
Yeah,
And we all competed against each other in the overall. And man, how many times you can say that, you know?
yeah.
I mean, I'm in the competing at the same show with my brother, competing against him in the overall, you know. Well, I never say against him, with him in the overall. So it's a beautiful thing, man. And my wish is to like repeat this cycle on the pro stage too. So I need to step up my game.
Was this the only time you competed with your brother on stage?
No, no, I competed with together several times. I competed with him. It's hot. I competed with him uh, at another show, the Universe in Germany.
It was
We,
afterwards.
yeah, after that, yeah, we compete in the same category. He won the class first place. I got second place. So that was pretty awesome too. Two brothers on the same stage in the same class, competing against well with each other, and you know, ending at on top. Um, we went to the World Championships in China, 2005. Didn't complete in the same class. I was one class below, and he was one class higher. So that was one thing. We started together, but there was something about him that he was just grows really fast. Like he was like he blows up, you know.
Does that mean that you both of you don't have the same genes?
I wouldn't say he got we got the same genes. I would say we got similar genes, yeah. But he was in my mother's belly before me. He stole all the genetics, left a little bit for me, and that's what I left with now. So that's why I'm a little bit behind, you know. But I'm 5 years, 6 years younger, so I still have a little bit time to keep up, to catch up, you
So what are your strongest points?
know. My strongest point. I think my strongest points are like my discipline, determination, um, like the mental part. Without nothing bothers me really easy, right? So the mental part, I can focus on what I have to do and what I want to do really easy. That's a really strong part about me. And in body parts, uh, I would like to say my back, my hamstrings, yeah, kind of. But I'm trying to work on overall. I cannot tell you what my stronger points are, but I can tell you what my weak points are because
What are your weak points?
my shoulders for sure. Yeah, my shoulders for sure. Back maybe back. How am I gonna say that? So my back is good, but in my vision it can be better. So more development in the lower back area and on the lower lats. So, but those are all things that I know how to trigger and I know how to improve, and they have been improving over the years. So those are things that only going to get better.
What about the tricep? Do you always also have the freaky tricep genes?
Yeah, that's one thing. The trademark, the Winkler trademark, you know, the triceps. Well, that's a strong point, and that pose in whole, it's a really strong pose on me. Like that's one pose that I in my free posing routine, a pose that I will show off like 2 or 3 or 4 times, because that's like the best shot, the best shot personally for myself. And yeah, everybody knows my brother with the freakiest arms in the world, you know, biggest tricep that look like a baby in the wound, you know, crazy. And yeah, I got the same thing, you know, feathered and thing, not as big, but it's that. It's a trademark, definitely.
Did you ever thought it was possible that your brother would be became would become one of the world's most famous bodybuilders?
Um, we all knew he was special from the day he started doing bodybuilding. You know, he is somebody that he decided to compete like maybe 4 weeks before a show and goes into that show and wins. Not being really serious about it, but still. And once he set his mind to it, was like that's why in a short time of period he blow up so big because everybody was like where he came from, and it's all because of his like drive. And I think that made a big impact on the bodybuilding community. And even now that he's like bigger than only in the bodybuilding community, so it's like a really amazing thing to see where it's all developing and going. Which, of course, when you start at the first time, you didn't expect to reach this. Even for myself, I didn't expect to reach this far. But I was always working for it and had it in the back of my head, like, hey, we're gonna work towards something, right? But yeah, man, life, you never know which direction it pulls you. Because at the same time, I was still in the army, doing my military duty, get deployed it 3 times, 2 times to Yugoslavia, one time to Afghanistan. So that was all in the meantime I was doing bodybuilding. I was competing as an amateur and winning, winning shows, placing second at the um, nationals, the Dutch nationals, placing third at the Dutch, no, third or fourth, yeah, third at the Dutch nationals. So all that was going on while I was in the army doing my military training. Go to base, only coming home maybe Saturday, Sunday, every other month. So that's basically how it was. So yeah, you don't know which direction is gonna pull you. One thing I knew is I love to train. I love the diet. I love the lifestyle. So I was just living that while doing whatever I had to do, living a bodybuilding lifestyle. So it just drove me in that direction, and yeah, that's all she wrote, man.
Follow the Moti on Instagram, Facebook, and Snapchat.